Welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a supplement called HepatoBurn. It's a name that's been making some waves, and we're here to break down what it claims to offer in this, let's be honest, often confusing world of health and wellness. We're all looking for those genuine breakthroughs, right? That little edge that helps our bodies finally cooperate with our goals.
So let's just jump right into the big idea behind HepatoBurn, which really boils down to this question. The whole premise is that we should think of our liver not just as some kind of filter, but as the central control panel for our entire body's approach to fat and energy. It's a pretty fascinating thought. What if getting this one organ in top shape is the key to unlocking your body's natural fat-burning power?
All right, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to look at the problem it's trying to solve, what makes its liver-first approach different, how it actually claims to work, the benefits and safety stuff, and then we'll figure out who this is really designed for.
First up, the metabolic puzzle. And you know exactly what this feels like. It's when you're doing all the right things. You're eating well, you're trying to stay active, but your body just isn't playing along anymore. It's that super frustrating feeling of being completely stalled, where nothing you do seems to move the needle.
And this is where the whole conversation shifts. Instead of just being obsessed with calories in and calories out, the thinking behind HepatoBurn is that the efficiency of your liver is what really truly matters. It's the master regulator. It decides, okay, are we going to use this food for energy, or are we going to store it as fat? So the core idea here is that a healthy, optimized liver could be a total game changer. So how does HepatoBurn try to fix this? Well, it's all about what's being called a liver-first approach. And this is meant to be a fundamental shift, getting away from those temporary fixes and instead building foundational, long-term support for your body's main engine. And here's where you can really see the difference. On one side, you've got the usual quick fixes, the detox teas or the stimulant-heavy pills that give you a jolt but don't really solve the problem. But on the other side, HepatoBurn's approach is all about creating a deeper, more lasting change by directly supporting the liver's health. It's like watering the roots of a plant instead of just trying to polish the leaves. So how does it do that? Well, the formula is built around two key proprietary blends. You've got the liver fat-burning complex, which is designed to fire up your metabolism, and then there's the liver purification complex, which is all about cleansing and supporting the organ itself. Now, let's peek inside that fat-burning complex. You're going to find ingredients like resveratrol. That's the antioxidant you hear about in grapes. Then there's Camellia sinensis, which is just the fancy name for the plant that gives us green tea, and chlorogenic acid, which is a key compound in coffee beans. The whole point of these is to work together to help crank up your metabolism. And then you've got the purification complex. This has silymarin, which famously comes from milk thistle, berberine, a really powerful plant compound, and glutathione, which is often called the body's master antioxidant. The goal here is pretty straightforward. Help the liver do its natural detox job, cleaning house so it can function at its best. Okay, so we've got these two blends of ingredients, but how in the world do they actually translate into results? Well, it all seems to come down to a specific hormonal pathway that's at the very heart of this whole process. And the key player is a liver hormone called TGR5. Now, you don't need to remember the name, just think of it like a metabolic light switch. The idea is, when this hormone gets flipped on, it signals to your body to start processing food way more efficiently. And this sets off a pretty cool chain reaction. Step 1, the ingredients aim to activate that TGR5 switch. Step 2, this helps your body process food much more efficiently. Step 3, as a result, you start burning more of that food for immediate energy. And Step 4, the logical conclusion, less of it gets stored as fat. The whole goal is to basically retrain your metabolism from the inside out. All right, so if that whole process works the way it's supposed to, what can you actually expect to feel? Let's talk about the potential benefits and, just as important, the safety reassurances that were mentioned. What's really interesting is that the claimed benefits go way beyond just the number on the scale. People apparently report not just a boosted metabolism, but more energy throughout the day, clearer thinking, more restful sleep, and even healthier-looking skin. It's presented as more of a holistic, internal upgrade, a real, noticeable improvement in your overall vitality.
Of course, safety is a huge deal. HepatoBurn is formulated with plant-based compounds, and it's stimulant-free, non-GMO, and also free of soy and dairy. But, and this is a really big but, there's a critical warning. Only buy it from the official website. Apparently, a lot of complaints come from people who bought counterfeit products elsewhere, so sticking to the official source is absolutely key.
And this is a big one. They offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. That means you can use the product for 2 full months, and if you're not happy for literally any reason, you can get a full refund. That kind of confidence from a company always speaks volumes, doesn't it?
So, after all that, we get to the big question. Who is this really for? Who is the ideal person that might actually see a real benefit from this kind of approach? While it seems to be designed squarely for anyone who's hit a wall, people struggling with that stubborn fat, especially around the middle, and that feeling of just being tired all the time. It specifically calls out women over 35 who are dealing with hormonal shifts and men over 40 who are concerned about visceral fat. Basically, if you feel like your body just isn't cooperating anymore, you're the person they had in mind.
Ultimately, it all comes back to this thought. This isn't about some magic pill. It's about giving your body the foundational support it might be craving to finally thrive. In a world full of noise, this liver-focused approach feels pretty grounded. If you're ready to try something different, you can find the official website and a discount link right in the description below. It's definitely worth checking out.